You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. Meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
It's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants in the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Marv Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one, came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
And meanwhile, this is a Washington team that nobody thought would be here at the start of the year, even the most and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. In his own end zone, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A carry now for McKissick. And a short gain down to about the 33.
J.D. McKissick, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
Third down, here's Haskins. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
Throwing on first down is Allen, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And he got caught in between and created a foul.
Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kickoff for Washington.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 32.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line.
Back at the 27.
On second and 15 now. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Dick. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a first and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with third and 9 looming. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 41 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Hauschka with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Steven Sims now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now Haskins, third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet? Oh, I've got the exact play to dial up.
Well, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here now Roberts. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins, that's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me.
Today, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 30, 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon, 75 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the... They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
On the carry.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 14 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
4 yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 77 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one,
they begin with a run by Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
and he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 1. But he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
Give him 30 yards there.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you... They'll start here with a give to Mixon. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 72 yards. And the Bills add on. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Dick. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs.
On first down, Mixon. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Joe Mixon.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ari Willis on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At
the previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown of the afternoon. On first down, Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ball carrier. Darius Leonard on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And now look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, 61 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's...
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On second down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
At the Colts.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to be a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
We were all nervous before the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't have been, right? But I looked at the players around me and remembered everything we'd done to make this a reality. And with that, we put our helmets on and headed for the tunnel.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56. Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's good for a Buffalo Bill.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
second down now. Mixon, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On first down, Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Mixon, he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensive.
There he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers.
On first down, Mixon. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first. First quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young Bucks that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. You got to roll with it there and in a big way.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Joe Mixon.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end set the valve, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
On the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Back to throw here. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Intended for John Brown.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some jalebi.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter.
Bills 10.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On the run, it's Mixon. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. We talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old time.
drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end set the valve, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Going deep for Diggs, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly. Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, Joe.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He stiff-arms it, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. These two teams... They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to valve. That'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that to develop the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well-executed 22-yard gain. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sacked to Valve. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go. Let's get him.
Second down now. Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Going deep for Diggs. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's Mixon on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Mixon trying to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Joe Mixon.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. They're all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon, 62 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
They begin with a run by Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And knocked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 68 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend. On 1st down, Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Stephon Diggs. That's good.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Again, the ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 3.
The Bills on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
28, Joe.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Then the 34-yard.
And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
And with that, the Dream Team stepped off the field and into football legend. What means more to your legacy?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a part of that group. I'm grateful we were able to cap it off with the Super Bowl title.
As players get into the later stages of their career, oftentimes it's an injury that leads to retirement.
After an injury like that, it takes some time to regain the strength to push the ball down the field.
All right, fellas, listen up. Last practice of the week. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way. We got a game on Sunday. This is a must-win for us.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Okay, cool. You can sell that seat.
Shut up. Ready, go. Giddy up.
was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn a corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Yeah.
With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning that week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career. With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning that week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career.
Welcome to the yard. 6-on-6 Iron Man football with all new gameplay and progression. Everything is different here, so pay attention. You'll play as your creator player. You can customize their appearance here. Prototypes are your playstyles. You can level them up and take over the field. Let's get started. Select verse CPU and head to the yard. Tryouts is where you'll get your first taste of the action. Select the event, and here we go. I believe in you. You got this. It's time to decide where you're gonna line up on the field. This is Iron Man, so you'll play on both sides of the ball. Scroll down through your prototypes and pick one that fits your position and play style. Looks like some ballers have come to join you.